Pratt Whitney deep hole drill, 2012. We have a safety cover. We'll walk through the basics of how it works. First thing we do is we turn the power on. And this works on both sides of the machine. That top screen goes through a brief test pattern. When that's done, usually it's timed out and everything is ready. You can hit the safety reset once, press and hold for 2 or 3 seconds, then let it go. That starts the filter pump if you have a filter pump attached. And then we press and hold it again and release. And now that's set up the zones on either side of the machine. Your drill slide with your forward and back limit switches. And now we'll look at a cycle. We hit cycle start. Spindle starts, the oil pump turns on, and the feed begins to feed. The feed and the RPM are adjustable. Your RPM right here, up and down, goes up to about 5,000 RPM. And the feed in inches per minute, up to 5 inches. When it's finished drilling, you'll see an automatic return, retracting the drill back out of the hole. Now what the operator will do after that happens, he needs to release the door. We press this door release, and that shuts everything down. And then he has to wait to make sure that everything is stopped, and then he can open the door. And you can see everything has been guarded on either side. And there's a guard on the chip box as well to make sure that hands don't get in. So then, once the barrel's been loaded and unloaded, the operator releases, pulls the door release button back out, takes the door, closes the door until it latches. And you can see we're latched. I'm trying to open it and it won't open. And once we're latched and this door release button is out, he presses the side 1 reset button and then releases it. And now we're prepared to cycle start again. If the door is closed without the door release button being pulled out, what will happen is the latch will not latch, and therefore we will not be able to reset the door. The pulley cover also has a latch switch. This fine threaded screw needs to be loosened all the way up in order for the door to open. If the switch is broken by the screw, everything on the machine shuts off. If you notice, on all 4 points of the machine, there's an emergency stop button. This emergency stop is a global emergency stop and will stop the entire machine regardless of which side you're on. There's one of those at all 4 points on the machine. These are the pressure switches, which will need to be set once your oil pressure is determined. Now we're going to come around and we'll take a quick look at the panel with the safety relays, etc. You can see the schematic is mounted on the machine door. It's been laminated. Make sure it keeps clean. And here's our panel. Spindle drives, servo drives, motor starters for the pumps, disconnect switch, PLCs, and safety relays. If there's any questions, you can certainly call L.R. Brown and we can help you solve any problem you might have. You can see down here, automatic lube pump for the ways. This machine's wired for 600 volts, 3-phase, 60 cycle. Both sides of the machine are zoned, so I can run and operate one side of the machine and still open the door on the other side without affecting the cycle whatsoever.